Hey, my name is Mike Bannon. I'm one of the athletic trainers for the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Today we're going to go over some elbow range of motion and basic strengthening exercises for a home exercise program. So to start, we're going to do stretching and range of motion for the elbow. So the elbow is pretty easy, whereas primarily flexion and extension. So bending and straightening your elbow. What you're going to do is you're going to sit down on a chair and put your elbow on either the counter or the table, and you're going to work on getting some extension first, so straightening out. You're going to push till you feel a stretch in your elbow. You're going to hold it for 5 to 10 seconds, and then you're going to work on some flexion going back. So you're going to hold it closer to your body. You're going to hold it for that 5 to 10 seconds. And this exercise, you're going to do 3 sets of 10 repetitions. We're going to work on stretching our wrist flexors and our wrist extensors. So the way that we're going to stretch our wrist flexors first, you're going to have your hand up like this, and you're going to put your opposite hand on your fingers. You're going to pull until you feel a nice stretch on the bottom of your forearm. Hold that for 30 seconds. And then after that, you can do the extensors on the other side. Same thing, hold that for 30 seconds. This one you're going to do 2 to 3 sets of each. All right, so next we're going to do some strengthening for the wrist. So all we're really going to do is we're going to do the range of motions we just did, but this time we're going to entail a TheraBand, which you can get from your athletic trainer to bring home in order to do these. So first we're going to start with flexion and extension, like we started first last time. So you're going to hold the band, you're going to have the band under the same foot just to have it staying still. And you're going to do wrist extension with the band in your hand. All of these exercises you're going to do for the wrist is going to be 3 sets of 10 repetitions. So once you're done the 3 sets of 10 for extension, you can go into flexion. So now you're just going to turn your wrist up and you're going to curl your wrist. Once you're done the 3 sets of 10 for flexion and extension, you can move on to radial and ulnar deviation. So for this one, what you're going to do for, I'm going to have you for radial, you're going to have your hand up and you're just going to do a curl. Once you're completing your 3 sets of 10 for that, you're going to do ulnar deviation, which you're going to have to just change your setup a little bit. So now you're going to hold the band. You can hold on the other side, and now you're going to go out to the side. Once you're completed those 3 sets of 10, we're going to go back to how we had it before. And you're going to do pronation and supination, and this will wrap up the strengthening with the TheraBand for the wrist. So you're just going to put it through your thumb, good. You're going to hold it and you're going to go palm up. And then to work on pronation, you're going to start with your palm up and you're going to rotate around. Like I said prior, all these strengthening exercises are going to be 3 sets of 10 repetitions. Okay, so working on some light strengthening for the elbow, we're going to do some bicep curls and hammer curls. So the bicep curls, you're just going to hold the band. You're going to stand with the same side foot on the band on the ground to keep it stationary. And you're just going to do a bicep curl with the band. Nice and slow. This isn't not going to be a lot of resistance, so you want to do a good 3 count up and a nice 3 count down. Once you're done 3 sets of 10 of that, you're going to do the hammer curls. So all that is going to be very similar, but you're going to have your hand face forward, and you're going to do bicep curls like that as well. So the hammer curls and the bicep curls are both going to be 3 sets of 10. And like I said, since there's not a lot of resistance, you want a good 3 count up and a good 3 count down to get the most out of it. So now we're going to work on strengthening the tricep with the band. So you're going to tie a knot in the band and you're going to put it on the other side of the door, and that will help keep it stationary. All you're going to do is you're going to put your elbow and your shoulder up to about 90 degrees, and you're just going to straighten all the way out and go back down. This exercise, like the bicep curl with the band, is not going to be a lot of resistance, so you can do a nice 3 count out and a nice 3 count back to get the most out of it. This is what you're going to do for 3 sets of 10 repetitions. Okay, we're going to be down to our last 2 exercises for the elbow. So we're going to do wall push-ups and then table push-ups. So all this is going to be is the push-up position. You're going to lean against the wall. You're going to go down and back out. This one's going to be pretty easy. So if it's not difficult enough, you can go right to the table push-ups. You're going to do 2 sets of 10 for wall push-ups. So the table push-ups is going to be very similar to the wall push-ups, but now you're going to have a little bit more of an angle. So you're going to put your hands on either your kitchen counter or your bed, mattress, whatever you have available, and you're going to do a basic push-up going into the table.